Assembling a top 10 list of the strongest female fighters in KOF from this expansive array of powerful and iconic characters was an arduous task, for the series boasts numerous individuals with formidable abilities, making the selection process a tricky and intricate challenge. It's crucial to note that this list is entirely subjective, a culmination of personal assessments and evaluations. Of course, each one of you is free to share and express their own distinct list in the comments. While the physical strength serves as the primary criteria for this ranking, it's essential to highlight that attributes such as intelligence, knowledge, and even wealth are considered vital facets of strength within this context. After all, what is strength? A question that the series had always asked without arriving to a Wait, wrong series! Without further ado, here's the top 10 strongest female fighters in KOF. Starting off our countdown is Yuri Sakazaki, the secret prodigy within the Art of Fighting team. Yuri's prowess lies in her remarkable ability for mimicry, a skill that allows her to replicate various techniques from a diverse array of characters, extending even beyond the realm of King of Fighters into franchises like Street Fighter. This exceptional talent is the cornerstone of her strength, although it comes with a caveat. Her imitated moves often lack the consistency of their original counterparts, a factor that holds her back from a higher ranking on this list. Additionally, Yuri's casual approach to training often draws ire from her father and brother, who consistently reprimand her for her lack of discipline. Yet despite these quirks and setbacks, the undeniable potential she possesses solidifies her well-deserved place on this roster of formidable female fighters. Elizabeth Blondtorch emerges as a pivotal figure within the Tales of Ash saga, standing shoulder to shoulder with Ash and Adelheid as one of the primary protagonists. She embodies the archetype of serious and austere noble, exuding an air of superiority underscored by her wielding of her riding crop. However, beneath this facade lies a soul brimming with kindness, driven by a profound desire to safeguard those she holds dear and uphold her sworn commitments. Her fighting style hinges on the enigmatic manipulation of light-based powers, a mystifying arsenal that enables her to conjure luminous fireballs, execute seamless teleportation, and fill the arena with radiant, injurious light to incapacitate her adversaries. The origin of these powers remains shrouded in mystery, leaving speculation ripe regarding whether they stem from a hereditary lineage within her family. Notably, Elizabeth's mastery of light-based abilities sets her apart, with the only other known practitioner being none other than Orochi, which is saying a lot when your only rival in terms of light power use is the big boss himself. Allow me a little bit of cheating here, as this duo is just so hard to separate. Vice and Mature stand as the formidable female combatants within the Yagami team and esteemed members of the Hakishu clan. The perpetual debate over their individual strengths leaves me stumped, as both possess unique and potent abilities. Vice, the powerful grappler of the pair, strikes with bone-crushing force, boasting an array of command throws that set her apart in the ring. Despite her role as a grappler, her surprising agility and diverse arsenal of moves defy the typical expectations of her archetype. But at least she is a nature-loving vegan. Just kidding, she's a nature-loving cannibal. What are you gonna do? A girl needs her daily protein intake. Meanwhile, Mature embodies sheer speed and precision, effortlessly carving through opponents with a relentless, merciless swiftness. Her adeptness at maintaining distance through seizable projectiles complements her ruthlessly classy fighting style. Behind the facade of false smiles and feigned politeness lies a character devoid of reverence for human life, a trait that amplifies the ominous aura surrounding her. I'm personally a fan of her playstyle. Mature has often been my main across various iterations of the series. Their absence from KOF 15, especially considering the presence of their former bosses, Rogal and Genetz, is like a missed opportunity. depriving fans of potentially riveting interactions among these iconic characters. Shame. Meet Angel, a high-ranking executive within Nests, whose playful and carefree demeanor starkly contrasts her serious role within the organization. Wrestling lies at the core of her fighting style, yet her repertoire extends far beyond traditional grappling techniques. Nest's technological enhancements grant Angel the incredible ability to teleport over short distances, catapulting her into the ranks of the fastest fighters in the series, an unprecedented feat for a wrestler. The mere concept of a teleporting wrestler speaks volumes about her combat prowess and strategic advantage. What truly sets her apart, however, is the sheer unpredictability of her moveset. Anticipating her next action is akin to navigating a maze. Whether it's a low kick, an overhead strike, or a sudden grab, Angel keeps opponents on their toes, rendering her an incredibly challenging fighter to read and counter. The developers' deliberate choice to make her the most difficult character to master is a testament of her potential for sheer dominance. Without such careful balancing, she could easily tip the scales as an overwhelmingly overpowered force in the series. Introducing the most recent gem in the series, Dolores emerges as the standout addition and a refreshing breath of new energy. Her strength emanates not from sheer physical might, but from a reservoir of knowledge and wisdom, stemming from her revered status as a shaman in West Africa during her previous life. Like other resurrected fighters, Dolores has traversed the boundary of death, but you would be mistaken if you think that she relies solely on her amassed wisdom. In combat, she holds her own, harnessing a mysterious power deeply connected to the earth. This enigmatic ability grants her command over earth, rocks, and mud, manipulated effortlessly through her control over these elemental forces. The source of her power seems indirectly linked to a dazzling jewel adorning her necklace, a jewel that glimmers brightly whenever she channels her earth-related abilities. This jewel's significance becomes apparent in Hein's pursuit of it, driven by the desire to leverage its power against Geese. Dolores' multifaceted blend of spiritual wisdom and unearthly powers make her a compelling addition to the roster, injecting fresh depth into the King of Fighters universe. Leona Hayden stands as an iconic and beloved figure within the KOF franchise, renowned for her exceptional combat prowess and striking presence. Born with the innate genius in the realm of martial arts, her lineage, being the biological daughter of a Hakusho member, inherently grants her an advantage in terms of raw power and formidable fighting skills. Further honing her abilities, she was trained in Hayden's distinctive assassin-style combat techniques, which seamlessly complemented her swift and agile maneuvers, earning her the moniker of the Silent Assassin. Yet beneath her extraordinary skills lies a dormant power tied to her bloodline, the Riot of the Blood. As a half Hakusho, half a human hybrid, Leona succumbs to an enraged state whenever Orochi's influence intensifies, granting her an immense surge in both power and speed. However, this berserk state comes at a cost, clouding her cognition and causing her to attack indiscriminately, unable to differentiate friend from foe. In these moments, her fellow Ikari warriors, Ralph and Clark, step in to contain her, though not without enduring substantial damage themselves. If she ever manages to learn how to control the Riot of the Blood, then she'll be certainly higher in this list. An integral member of the Hakusho clan, Shermie holds a distinguished position as one of Orochi's esteemed four Heavenly Kings. Her unique prowess manifests in the mastery of two distinct fighting styles, each bearing its own formidable strengths. As a grappler, Shermie stands among the series' most potent, hitting like a truck, inflicting colossal damage with each expertly executed grab. Her playful and cheerful demeanor while executing these bone-crushing maneuvers gives an impression of whimsical manipulation over her adversaries. In her alternate form, Shermy taps into her latent lightning abilities, undergoing a stark transformation marked by a shift towards seriousness and cruelty, emulating techniques reminiscent of Benimaru's. This iteration of Shermy serves as a menacing counterpart to the aforementioned fighter. Whether she's wielding her grappling techniques or harnessing the power of lightning, Shermy emerges as an undeniable force, demanding respect and caution from any who dare to face her in combat. Athena, the enchanting magical girl of the series, derives her immense strength from her inherent psychic abilities. These powers grant her a diverse arsenal, including teleports, potent projectiles, the gift of healing, mastery over telekinesis, and much more. Yet what truly distinguishes Athena is her duality. Beyond her psychic prowess, she is a proficient practitioner of Kung Fu, honing her martial skills under the guidance of her mentor, Qin. Even in the absence of her psychic abilities, Athena remains a formidable combatant, showcasing her capacity to hold her ground through sheer martial prowess. Simply put, Athena is totally capable of kicking butt without psychic powers. Furthermore, she carries the weight of being the reincarnation of the ancient Princess Athena, a connection that bestows upon her a divine heritage. Though interestingly, the fighting styles between the two Athenas diverge significantly. Beyond her prowess in battle, Athena occupies another realm of fame as a renowned pop idol, and that status alone comes with immense influence over armies of fans. Also, she's most likely super rich too, and you know, money's power. Beneath Kula's facade of innocence and childlike demeanor resides a chilling power, no pun intended, initially crafted by Ness as the ultimate weapon to counter the renegade K-Dash. However, true to the trend of Ness creations, Kula defied her intended purpose, turning against her creators and aligning herself with her rival K-Dash, whom she perceives as an older brother figure. Her mastery of cryokinesis sets her apart as the sole character in the series capable of harnessing ice-based abilities. Through this unique power, Kula wields a diverse array of techniques, ranging from emitting short-ranged ice projectiles with her ice breath to freezing incoming attacks and kicking them back at her adversaries. Her abilities even extend to enveloping the surrounding atmosphere in frost, inflicting harm upon her opponents. The thing is, these skills only scratch the surface of her formidable arsenal. Despite her extraordinary capabilities, Kula consciously restrains the full extent of her powers, harboring a fear of inadvertently causing harm to her allies and innocents. I think if Kula unleashes all her cryokinetic powers, she could probably freeze an entire neighborhood if she accidentally sneezes, a self-imposed limitation that adds depth and, ironically, warmth to her character. Before unveiling the number one spot, here are some honorable mentions. You have probably already guessed it. The number one strongest female fighter in our list is the third member of the Sacred Treasures team, Chizuru Kagura. And let me explain why I think that. Her source of power emanates from the Yata Mirror, an ancient relic steeped in her family's lineage, which she wields with unparalleled mastery. With this sacred treasure at her command, Chizuru can conjure mirrors or clones of herself, enabling her to not only momentarily seal her opponent's powers, but also unleash a broken and overpowered ability, bringing forth clones of other fighters endowed with their unique capabilities. Notably, she recreated Kusanagi and a clone of her deceased sister Maki in 2003, showcasing her exceptional prowess. This ability alone makes her an OP KOF character even by KOF's boss's standards. She was twice the sub-boss in the series for a reason. Despite her astounding strength, Shizuru rarely engages in KOF tournaments unless compelled, preferring the shadows while dutifully guarding Oroshi's seal. Not to mention that she is the only known character that can keep Kyo and Yori in check and forbid them from tearing each other apart while she's present. Alongside her martial prowess, she leads a life of opulence and success as a prosperous businesswoman, adding layers of complexity to her enigmatic persona, solidifying her position as the apex female fighter. Strength, smarts, wealth, and beauty, Chizuru seems to have it all, and that's why she's the strongest female fighter in the King of Fighters. That was the top 10 strongest female fighters in KOF. Who is your favorite fighter, and which one you think is more deserving to be called the number one? I'd love to read your thoughts and lists in the comment section below. Special thanks to my patrons for their support. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and why not consider subscribing to the channel. Thanks for watching.